Hi friends, Joe Edelmann here again with another mini tutorial video. This time I want to talk a little bit more about a really special moment from one of my favorite Radiohead songs. I mentioned it briefly in my conversation with Sean Perrin on the OK podcast, which you should absolutely go check out if you haven't already. What I'm referring to is the piano interlude from the song Daydreaming, an appropriately dreamy arpeggiated pattern played by Jonny Greenwood. What's especially cool about this part, though, is that Jonny uses a clever interlocking two-handed technique to build complexity literally around the song's central motif. Let me dive in deeper and show you what I'm talking about. So this is the main figure from the song. You can hear that the left hand is pedaling a perfect fifth of A and E on each quarter note, while the right hand floats a three-note sequence of A, D, and E in between. As I talked about in my Jonny lesson on polymeter and polyrhythm, this is a perfect example of the latter, with those three melody notes occupying the same evenly divided time space as every two of the left-hand chords. 1, 2, 1, 2. This pattern repeats itself throughout the intro and verses, with slight transpositions of both the left-hand root notes as well as moving the melody line down. And then, of course, the song reaches the interlude, or B section, and the melody begins to move in double time, with 6 note groupings instead of 3. Now, if you were to assume that this was all still played in the right hand only, it would make for some tricky, though of course not impossible, fingerwork. But what's actually happening is that Jonny continues using only his right hand to keep playing the exact same 3-note figure from before, and he lays his left hand directly above the right to pluck out a series of alternating 2-note pairs which perfectly fill the gaps in between. If you've heard his composition Loop or the live delay arpeggios from the present tense, it's actually a pretty similar concept of rhythmic interplay. I'm going to play the figure once through at full speed, and then I'll slow it down and show you each of the 4 sub-patterns that make up the section. So there are 4 unique pairs of fill notes that are used to play this section on top of the main phrase. The first is C sharp and F sharp, which take us into the parallel A major key with a sort of A suspended or A6 type sound. And then we get C and F natural, which imply an F6, F major 7th, which is back in A minor. And then this is followed by B and F sharp, which would make a B minor or a B suspended type chord, which could be the 2 of A major. And then B flat and F, which make a B flat major, which is the 4 chord of F major, or B flat sharp 11th if you want to get jazzy with the E that's coming from the main phrase. The 5th repetition is just the C and the F natural again, which bring us back to that F major type chord. As you can tell, it's these little slightly varying note pairs that help instantly recontextualize the main figure into different chords and parallel keys. The pattern for each left-handed filler phrase is strictly alternating left, right, left, right, which yields us 6 additional notes per bar that give us the double time figure. So. And this definitely takes some practice to get a hang of and build the muscle memory for. But the fact that the pattern is so linear, no notes directly repeat per group and none sound at the same time, makes it a little easier to get up to speed once you've got the gist of it. So hopefully that helps shed some light on what exactly Jonny is doing for this beautiful piano part. I remember feeling so pumped when I was able to work it out and play it successfully, and I'm hoping those of you that try it yourselves feel the same. Stay tuned for more mini and full-size lessons like this on this channel, along with covers, original songs, and more. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so, and consider supporting me on Patreon. The link is in the description. Be well, spread the love, and I'll see you again soon.